Every single week, somebody calls me after they've already spent their money on a home DNA kit. They swabbed it home, they mailed it off, got their answers, then they took it to court and the judge would not touch it. The results might be dead on, accurate, and it still will not count. So before you spend a dime, I want you to sit with me for like 5 minutes because that is the difference between a home kit and then one that is backed by chain of custody. It's everything that happens around the swab. So here's what a home kit really is. So a box shows up, or you go purchase one from Walgreens, CVS, wherever. You swab your cheek at the kitchen table, you mail it back, you get a result. For your own peace of mind, that's fine. Truly, it is. But think about what nobody did. Nobody checked an ID, nobody watched who got swabbed, nobody wrote down who touched the sample between the kitchen and the lab. So, when it lands in a courtroom, the other side can ask one simple question: how do we know whose DNA that is? And baby, there is no answer. The court treats it like a rumor, not proof. Now, this one, a legal test adds three things, and none of them are complicated. One, somebody trained like me checks everybody's ID, takes a photo, so there's no question about who got swabbed, right? Two, you never handle your own sample, so nobody can ever say, oh, it got swapped. Three, every hand that touches that sample from the table to the lab signs for it. There's a name for a paper trail. It's called chain of custody. So, what I just spoke of earlier. So, those are just fancy words for a simple promise. We can prove nobody messed with your sample. The paper trail is the whole difference. That is what a judge can lean on. And here's the part that costs people twice: you cannot upgrade a home kit. Let me say it again. So after you've taken the home kit, you can't go back and say, I want to upgrade. The ID check and the paper trail had to happen at the moment of the swab, or they never happened at all. So folks buy the kit, find out it's not, doesn't work for court, and then they have to pay for a legal test they needed in the first place while their court date gets closer. If there's even a small chance a judge, a caseworker, or any office will ever look at this result, start with the legal test. So here's how you decide in one question: will anybody besides you ever need to rely on this answer? A judge, a caseworker, a lawyer, the other parent? If the answer is yes, or even maybe, you need a legal test. If the answer is honestly no, this is just for my own heart, then a home kit can serve you fine, and there's no shame in that. Some of my clients start with a peace of mind and do the legal test later when things change. That is a real path too. The only wrong move is walking into a courtroom holding a drugstore box. If you're here in Nashville or anywhere around Middle Tennessee and you're still not sure which one fits your situation, go ahead and reach out to us. Here at SurePath, we will ask you a few questions and tell you the truth, even when the truth is not the cheaper option. We meet you at a calm, private, neutral spot near you, and the whole visit is quiet and unhurried. The link is right down there in the description, and subscribe because I put one of those plain answer videos. I put up one of those answer plain videos like we're talking today every week. So make sure you subscribe.